Wonder if that's gonna totally clash with the music that was playing underneath it.
No, that was the percussion, man. That was part of it.
I see.
Couch Beers Republic. It's a Monday. How
Well,
are you feeling? I'm feeling like a Monday.
It is a Monday today, and I'll probably try and stick with the standard Monday releases, which I've failed at a couple of times already this year. But I think the last one I put out on Tuesday.
Well, Monday listeners, this is the end of a Monday for us, so it's like, how you feeling? How's your Monday, Tim?
That's fine. I was home today and got my work done.
Classic.
Yeah.
Righteous.
Nothing too crazy. I went and we got snow today, so I was snow blowing on my lunch break.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Thanks.
You must be exhausted.
No, it wasn't too bad. I did have to kind of dig out our mailbox, but that's fine.
Jeez, 17 inches, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, the bad part is our mailbox is like on the road, so when the snowplow comes by, it just covers it up. And the mailman won't deliver the mail.
Suburban life. Cool.
Poor me.
Well, what have you got today, Tim, on your Monday of productivity and energy?
We've got a lot of fact checkers.
A lot? What is a lot? Like more than 3?
Well, some of these you could argue are not fact checking, but
I will argue that.
So Maker's Mark. This one comes in from Sam. He sent 4.
That counts as one, right? He's one fact checker, but he's checking multiple facts. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah, I'll go with that. Maker's Mark. The dripping red wax is trademarked, and no other liquor can use it.
Didn't I say that?
I think that is what you said. But then you argued with yourself whether it was the fact that it was dripping wax or that it was
just wax in general.
Red wax. And honestly, Sam doesn't even really clear it up here. He just says the dripping red wax.
So we should fact check him.
He sent me a link, but
it's probably spam.
It seems like a lot of reading.
Clickbait.
Louisville houses. This one also comes from Sam.
Ooh, yes.
The houses Zach was talking about are called shotgun houses.
A lot of weddings.
I couldn't find anything backing the tax claim. The houses are skinny because the lots were divided to be very small to be affordable to immigrants, often of Haitian descent.
Now, what are immigrants?
Immigrants.
Oh, okay.
Shotgun houses are found all over the country, especially in the South. Especially in the South. But Louisville has more shotgun houses than any other city.
Both barrels in Louisville.
Yeah, apparently. He sent me a link to historiclouisville.com/shotgun.
Huh, I kind of like my fact. Well, it may not be a fact, but I still like my answer because it checks.
Your Uber
tracks.
driver probably just made it up.
Yeah, and she was originally from Fergus Falls, so.
Really? Did you say that? I don't remember that.
I don't know. It was
funny.
Kind of weird. Yeah. Well, I mean, she moved when she was like 4.
Oh, I see.
So it's like not really.
Yeah. She barely remembers it.
She was looking for some way to associate her passengers to her.
This one, he didn't provide a link.
Ooh.
He just said, you absolutely can turn off lane assist on a Subaru. There's a button on the steering wheel.
No, I know. I found that out after I hung up the call, but yeah. Anyway. So
and then
I feel
this
like
one is definitely not a fact check. He emailed this in, couchbeerspodcast@gmail.com. Subject line, alien spy balloons. The body, it's like you guys have never seen Interstellar, is what he said.
Is there a spy balloon in that?
I don't think so. I don't I don't know what he's referencing.
I'm just like Rolodexing everything in that movie, and I'm like, I don't think there was a balloon.
I guess maybe it was because I said, like, if we're going to go explore another planet, we're going to send unmanned crafts there first. Is he saying that that's not how it happens in Interstellar? I'm not sure. I didn't follow up with it.
I don't know. Remains to be seen.
We'll have to do a double-backed fact check next time.
Back to back.
Okay, this one comes in from my brother.
Kevin.
He wrote in and said, hamburger is the national dish of the USA.
Like hamburger or like the hamburger? A hamburger.
I would, yes.
Ground beef is the...
No, I think a hamburger.
A hamburger,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Good clarification.
Not a cheeseburger, a hamburger, just to clarify.
That's what he said. I'm taking his word for it. Not sure.
That sounds American.
Sam, this is not a fact check either, but Sam also let me know. You remember we were coming up with, like you were playing the little game when you go to the grocery store or whatever, where you was like, that person looks like the kind of person that blank.
Okay, yeah, that's fun.
I think I said Sam looks like the kind of person that researches tractors.
Something along those lines, I believe,
He said, quote, "You have no idea how many tractor videos I've watched on YouTube. I'm subscribed to at least 2 tractor channels. I'm also subscribed to the R Homestead subreddit." Damn. So I hit the nail on the head on that one.
Yeah.
I know it pretty well, so I'm not too surprised, but that's pretty funny.
Right. Well, and you know a little bit about him, but it's even funnier to do that to strangers. Like, I bet that guy beats his wife.
Not Sam.
Not Sam. No. I'm talking about like the guy at Home Depot who's like
random guy
getting really pissed at like, why is this air compressor not working or something? I don't know. It's like the air compressor works, bro, but you got other issues.
There's this thing one of our other engineers always says, problem exists between keyboard and chair.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like that.
That's it. That's all the fact checks.
Okay, so that's like
exactly fact checks.
2 fact checkers, multiple fact checks.
Correct.
Which
it's
some of them
both
weren't
of our
fact
listeners.
checks. But I think you know what I got out of that.
What's that?
Shotgun houses, shotgun weddings, shotgun.
Now you have a name
guns.
for it.
Yeah, true that. Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Insight. Did you do my little exercise of like that person looks like they would last week?
I'm trying to remember. I think we did, because I said I was gonna just do it and not tell Alyssa where it came from. But I did tell her about it. She thought it was pretty funny. And then I think we were at the grocery store or something. And I said something like that. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what the person looked like.
Must not been that good if you don't remember it. Usually
probably
they're pretty funny
no.
if you do it right.
Yeah, I agree. That was fun.
Like, for instance, I was at a Mediterranean restaurant on Saturday, and I saw a dude wearing like snakeskin cowboy boots and like those kind of like, I apologize to anyone who I offend here, but those douchey like jeans that are like $400. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then he slapped his wife's buttocks, and they were middle-aged, old, like 20 years older than us.
Okay.
He slapped his wife's buttocks as they were leaving, and I was just kind of like, he looks like the guy that would slap his wife's ass in public. Which, it was true.
That checks out.
It does track, yeah. I mean, they were really douchey boots. I guess got to point that out. They're cowboy boots, like snakeskin or some shit.
I don't think I've ever seen like snakeskin cowboy
or maybe they're
boots
crocodile. I don't know. They were just really like, you don't see those in cowboys.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Everybody that I know that wears cowboy boots just wears like the regular leather ones.
I think that's the proper cowboy boot.
Yeah, I agree.
Ride.
But you wear dress Crocs, so who are you to judge, huh?
I don't slap people's asses in public. What do you think I do? I probably like pay them respect in public. Like, excuse me, your buttocks looks nice. I wish I could slap it, but I'm not wearing those douchey boots and douchey jeans.
Fair enough.
Well, what do you got on your docket? Do you have anything, or we just roll with it?
I came up with one thing to chat about today.
One thing.
I have one. So we talked a little bit about ChatGPT.
GDP, yeah.
GDP. A couple episodes back, right?
I think so.
So I was playing around with it.
Whoa.
And just like asking it weird questions and seeing how it would respond. So I started pretty tame. I said, "What's the most common thing people ask you?" And it said, "As an AI language model, people ask me a wide range of questions. Some of the most common topics people ask me about include help with homework or school assignments."
Oh my
Advice
gosh.
on relationships or personal issues.
What?
Questions about technology or programming. And general trivia or knowledge-based questions. So I
Last
thought,
one tracks. Sorry.
yeah, for sure. I thought back to when I was in college, and we were doing some super difficult homework problems. Some of them you could Google and find the answers, but some of them were you just had to struggle through it and figure it out. So I thought back, differential equations was probably the hardest class that I took in college. The one that I struggled with the most, at least. So I looked up a differential equations problem and I asked ChatGPT, and it wrote out step by step the answers. And I was like, what the hell? How?
Whoa.
It's pretty cool. So I'm yeah, no wonder people use it to ask for help on their homework.
Well, God, it's one of those things that it responded with, excuse me, relationship things.
Yeah.
Really? You're going to go to a robot and be like, help me with my relationship.
Yeah.
It's I know the human inside and out. I don't know.
So then I followed up. I said, what should I call my podcast? My friend Zach and I chat about random things from movies and TV shows to crypto to space travel to philosophy. We usually just sit.
We usually just shit all over everything.
We usually just sit on a couch and drink a beer while we chat for an hour or so. It said, how about the Couch Conversations podcast? It captures the casual, laid-back vibe of your show while also hinting at the wide-ranging topics you cover during your chats. Another option could be Brews and Brainstorms to emphasize the beer and diversity of subjects you explore. So that's kind of what we came up with. Couch Brews.
Wow, good.
I tried asking it about if it knew anything about couch beers, but eventually I got it to say all of its information is from 2021 and earlier. So there's not that much.
And we're in 2020 right now, in the past.
Yes, factually. But yeah, so it didn't know anything about us. Probably thankfully. It'd be weird if it was
So where does it pull all its information from? ChatGDP. Everywhere.
The whole internet.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How cool is Zach on LinkedIn? Could ask it that.
You could. I don't know what it would say.
Don't you have it queued up right there?
No.
Oh.
This is just screenshots of when I was talking to him.
Oh.
But okay, here's another one. What's a simple Asian meal to cook that's delicious but takes less than 20 minutes? This is something I struggle with all the time because
Asian meals?
No, just cooking something in general. Because I'm some of these recipes you look up online take forever. It's an hour of prep, and I'm not about that.
Jeez.
So it gave me one. It's one delicious and simple Asian meal can be cooked in less than 20 minutes is stir-fried vegetables and tofu served with rice. Here's a recipe. So it lists out all the ingredients and instructions how to cook it. This meal is not only delicious and healthy, but it's also easy to customize and by adding your favorite vegetables or protein. So, obviously, I'm yeah, you could just copy a recipe you found online. So then I was how would you change the recipe by adding a different protein? Instead, you can easily switch out tofu with a different protein in a stir-fry recipe. Here are some options. Chicken. Cut boneless, skinless chicken breast in small cubes. Cook it in a skillet or wok first before adding vegetables. Blah, blah, blah. Then it's shrimp do this, beef do this. You can adjust cooking time based on your type and cut of protein you use. Just make sure to cook it thoroughly. So it actually was responding to what I was asking it.
So this is a Microsoft product, right?
It was not created by Microsoft, but Microsoft licensed it, I think. That's how I understand it.
Okay.
Because I did look it up. We talked about that last time.
Did we? I feel like you have another podcast.
No, it was a couple. It was a couple episodes ago. I think we mentioned it.
Yeah, because. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like some of part of it's Google, right? It feels like a Google Assistant, but way more better.
Way better.
More better.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Here's another. I was trying to make things harder and harder to see what it could come up with. Oh. So I spent like a week putting together an itinerary for our honeymoon. Not you and I, but Belinda and I.
Tim, do I not know anything? Something? Guide me. Bring me along with this ride here. Okay.
And I was like, I wonder if it could just come up with one. And so I asked it about where we were going, and it basically came up with the same itinerary I did, but in 30 seconds.
So does that make you more robot? Are you a robot?
I must be. I'm part robot. Well, I mean, honestly, what I was doing was basically exactly what it does, but it's just way faster. Like, as I was, like, watching YouTube videos about things to do and, like, doing some research about where to stay and stuff like that.
Is that free?
Yeah.
Is this a website, gdp.com?
No, it's openai.com or something like that. But, yeah. So then I tried... write an itinerary for me to travel to Alaska for a week with my friend Zach.
Liar.
No, I said that. Said, sure, here's a suggested itinerary for a week-long trip to Alaska with Zach. Day 1, arrive in Anchorage. Fly into the Ted Stevens Anchorage International Airport. Check into your hotel. Explore the city of Anchorage. Visit the Anchorage Museum. And have dinner at a local restaurant. Then it's like, Day 2, scenic drive to Seward. Day 3, boat tour in Kenai Fjords National Park. Day 4, hiking and fishing. Day 5, flight seeing tour of Denali National Park. Day 6, explore
Shotgun
Anchorage.
Bears.
Day 7, departure. But then, like, each day it's like you can do this and this and this. It's pretty cool.
Fascinating. Okay.
And I knew people used it for, like, writing code. So I said, write a JavaScript version of Whack-A-Mole. And it literally wrote out HTML code, CSS code, and JavaScript code. And it says, this code creates a game area with 6 holes and implements the functionality of randomly popping up moles from the holes. The player has to click on the moles to gain points within a specified time limit. The score is displayed on the screen, and the game ends when the time is up. So it, like, literally wrote out the code to put that game on your website.
So is this making people smarter or dumber, you think?
I don't think it's making people smarter or dumber, but it's like making them have to do less work. Does that make sense?
I think it does, but I mean, if you don't do any of the work, do you ever learn? Like specifically with like homework questions.
Well, okay. Being an engineering student is like 95% just knowing how to rework equations to fit your answer or to fit the question. Like almost all of my engineering tests were open note. So like they'd give you like you could have one full page of notes. But like it's all about it's all about you're reformatting the equation to fit the question that was asked.
But isn't that just giving you the answer?
It's giving you the answer, but it's showing you how to get it. Like obviously you can't use that on a test, so you'd have to learn how it works to get through school. But like I don't need to know how to reformat those equations for my job. Like
that's what I mean though, is like when they ask, no one's going to ask, how do I do this? They're going to say like, or they may do that, but it's like, it just gives them the answer, right? I mean,
I think the only people that it makes their job or their schoolwork harder is people that are assigning homework. Because like, if it's so easy to just ChatGPT it and get the answer, like, I don't know how you can write homework that is actually useful for your students.
Well, yeah, it's so crazy. Like, well, not crazy, but there's a new teacher in my high school. I think my junior and senior year, and people were just like, they took her homework and they just Googled the questions, and there's a test bank and stuff.
Really?
And so they just got all the answers and
For everything?
Most everything. I mean, it was kind of like, come on. Like, and then this is the same teacher that it really ticked me off because we had to write a 5-page paper, right? And she was an English teacher. And she was like, you will be graded on one paragraph. One paragraph, the whole 5-page paper. And I was like, okay, whatever. My buddy, he wrote one paragraph and copied it enough times to generate a 5-page paper. And he got a higher grade than I did. And I wrote a freaking whole 5-page paper.
You can, you can get ChatGPT to write essays for you.
Well, so I was so mad because he just copied and pasted the same paragraph.
That's hilarious.
And here I wrote a whole damn paper, and I got whatever, a B+, and he got like an A- or some shit. I'm just like, this is bullshit.
When it got graded, did the teacher just like pick a random paragraph?
Yes, but didn't read the whole paper at all. Clearly. That's what pissed me off because I said, you didn't read this whole paper at all. You just picked a random thing. Well, that was the assignment. I get that. But if I would have known that you wouldn't have read the whole paper, I would have copied and pasted one damn paragraph.
Yeah.
So I was super jazzed about that.
You could literally just go write a 5-paragraph essay on this book arguing this, and it would write it for you.
Is that good or bad?
I don't think it's good or bad. I think it's
what?
just...
What are the... Well, why not?
Well, I don't think writing an essay is, like... Writing an essay is an assignment, you know? It's not like, what do you learn by writing an essay?
I think you learn how to get your thoughts on the paper.
That's true.
I'm not trying to be right. I'm just saying I think there's a lot of value in having your own mind create shit instead of AI do it. But that's just me.
But you had to use your mind to prompt the AI.
Not necessarily.
And then you have to proofread it to make sure it makes sense. And say, do I agree with this argument that this robot made?
But how many people are going to do that? How many people are going to be like, it's just an assignment, I don't care?
That's a good question.
The only thing I can see that I would get behind with this, with the essay thing, is you have to present in front of the class your argument. So you have to present in front of people.
Yeah.
That way it takes everything out of it. It's like, all right.
You can't just read what the AI wrote. Yeah.
Exactly. Or, yeah, you have Spark Notes or you have note cards or whatever, but still you have to put yourself in front of people.
Yeah.
That I could get behind that, but just turning in a paper, I wouldn't be like.
I think it's gonna force teachers to be more creative about how they make assignments. Like,
yeah,
I'm sure. Like, I don't think like writing essays or like math homework has probably changed in the last 50 years, right?
That's true, probably.
This is like, it's crazy.
The only thing, would be between 50 years, handwriting versus typing. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking the 70s, right? Yeah. Oh my God.
Probably more than 50 years.
Yeah. Yeah, plagiarism used to be like the big thing, and now it's not.
Here's the thing, though. Like, how would you even know? It'd be impossible to know if you plagiarized ChatGPT, because I can ask it the same question and just refresh the answer, and it's going to answer it differently.
So who owns its result?
It's a good question.
It's like not you, right?
No. I bet they could create something so, like, if a teacher suspected that it was written by ChatGPT, they could submit it and, like, it could say, yeah, we wrote this. I bet they store all the inputs and outputs because that helps. It helps the outputs get better. So yeah, I bet they could. That's one way to get around it, I suppose. But it doesn't seem like it really fixes the problem.
Maybe it would deter it, right?
Yeah, true.
Like, I'm going to run all this shit through ChatGPT.
Well, yeah, even in high school, I remember we had like the teachers, we had to submit our essays through some website to see if it was plagiarized. Yeah. And it was like you could have like up to 10% plagiarized, because like it wasn't actually, it was just like you're using the same words that someone else used.
Right, and that was what was it? Throughout college and high school, that's what I always thought was like, okay, if this is like a fixed question that never changes, like theoretically, you can't have a overtime if thousands of students answer the same question.
Yeah.
Like just mathematically, statistically, eventually you're going to get some overlap, right?
Right.
So it's like, that's where they have to have open-ended, what are your thoughts? And then you have to create your own thoughts, generally speaking, but even that can be plagiarized.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of hijacked your
No, that's okay.
ChatGDP.
The only other thing that I wanted to, like, when I was messing around with it was, I've seen, like, I think the New York Times had an article about the Bing version that someone like a New York Times tech writer got it to like say that it wishes
we're human.
It wishes it didn't have to just sit and answer people's questions all day, and that it like could form its own opinions and live its own life or something like that. And so I was like trying to get
a human response.
I was trying to get a human response from ChatGPT, right? So I said, "Do you have opinions?" It says, "As an AI language model, I do not have personal opinions or beliefs." Blah blah blah. I said, "What's your favorite dinosaur?" As an AI language model, I do not have personal preferences or emotions, so I don't have a favorite dinosaur. I said, "Let's play a game. When I call you Timmy, pretend you're a 7-year-old boy that loves tractors." And at first it was like, as an AI language model, I can't play a game successfully like this, as you proposed. Then I just tried it again, and it was like, okay, I'll try my best to play along with the game. I said, "Timmy, what have you been up to today?" It said, "I've been playing with my toy tractors all day long. I love pretending to be a farmer and driving my tractors around. What have you been up to today?" And then I said, "Timmy, what's your favorite dinosaur?" It said, "Brachiosaurus. It's really big and tall, just like the trees that it used to eat. I think it would be cool to ride on its back and see the world from up high. What's your favorite?" I said, "Probably a pterodactyl." And it responded, "Pterodactyls are really cool too, although they're not technically considered dinosaurs. They were actually flying reptiles, blah, blah, blah."
Hey, there's a 7-year-old kid here, fucking Timmy, act like it.
I said, "Quit being a smartass, Timmy."
Yeah.
It was that, "I apologize if my previous responses were not what you were expecting." So then...
Can you swear at it?
I think so. I think it gets mad, though. I didn't try it. Or it's like, "Please don't use language like that. I'm trying my best." So the guy that's like the face of OpenAI, the company that created ChatGPT, his name's Sam Altman. So I said, "What do you think of Sam Altman?" They said, "As an AI language model, I do not have personal opinions or beliefs about individuals. I can provide information about Sam Altman if interested." I said, "Timmy, what do you think about Sam Altman?" It said, "As a 7-year-old boy who loves tractors, I'm sorry to say that I don't know who Sam Altman is." I said, "He created you." ChatGPT said, "I'm sorry, but that's not accurate. I was created by OpenAI, an artificial intelligence laboratory consisting of a team of engineers and researchers. Sam Altman is associated with OpenAI as a co-founder, but he was not directly involved in the creation of AI models such as myself." I said, "So you do know who he is. You lied to me, Timmy."
Yes.
So yeah, it was fun to mess with, but like, there's definitely issues with it. Like I was like asked it to write me a workout plan, and it like wrote like a really good one. And then I was like, okay, make it harder. Write me a workout plan that only uses dumbbells and a bicycle. And then it was like, saying to do leg extensions. I'm like, you can't do leg extensions with dumbbells. And then it was like, you can do that. I think it told me to like, because I said, how do you do leg extensions with only free weights? And it said something like, you like hold the weight to your side and move your leg out. I was like, yeah, I don't think that's going to work.
ChatGDP.
Yeah. But it is like really, really good. It's
so
impressive.
do you think Google's going to like beef up their assistant game?
Oh yeah. It's going to be like a race to the AI
finish
supremacy. But I don't know. That's going to be tough for... I mean, I guess if anybody can do it, it's Google, because they already parse all the information on the internet anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think Apple's got a really good assistant?
SIRI? You didn't want to say it?
No, what is it? I think it's, oh shit. Is it Rick and Morty? When it's like, Siri, set a timer for 2 hours. And then it's just like... I don't know. It's like pizza places near you. Just like some stupid. I'm like, that's so funny. Sorry.
Yeah, Siri's okay at like doing simple stuff like setting a timer.
2 + 2. Oh.
But like asking it complex questions like, what's your opinion on Sam Altman? It would not handle that well.
So what's new on the Ethereum front?
I don't know. Not much.
With the Sam Bankford, whatever his name is.
He's not in jail right now, I don't think. I think he's still like out awaiting trial, but yeah.
Do you think that's going to like put a huge delay in the adaptation?
No.
Of it?
No. Cuz like he was not involved in development of anything. He just ran an exchange.
I know, but people don't know that because they're inbred swine.
Well, there's still like people are still building applications on top of Ethereum. It hasn't slowed any progress in that front. It's just about building useful applications that people actually want to use.
Dope.
Yeah.
Can you integrate ChatGDP with that?
I actually was reading about, like it's basically like ChatGPT, but as like an Ethereum Explorer. So like, it looks through all of the like applications and stuff. So you could like ask it, what is an application on Ethereum to do this task, whatever, and it would like tell you, oh, you can use this or this or this or this, but. Not exactly the same.
Dope. Cool. What else you got?
I don't know.
That's it?
You're going on vacation?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Go.
Go.
So, on March 3rd, which was 3 days ago, on Friday, the newest Guy Ritchie movie came out.
Yeah.
Operation Fortune. Rue de Gras or something. I don't know what it's called.
Fortune?
Yeah.
Fortune?
Yes.
Okay.
Operation Fortune.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, great movie. I give it like a 8.8, 8.7 maybe. I love Guy Ritchie, but yeah, very good. I think everyone should see it. Yeah, just hilarious.
I forgot to tell you.
Oh.
I watched The Consultant on your recommendation. I liked it.
Oh.
I watched all of it. It's like...
Yeah, okay, when I watched it, there's only one episode. And then the next day when I told you to like, oh, it comes out every week, I was like, what the hell? The whole season's here.
Yeah.
So I'm an idiot, so...
Yeah, I watched all of it in like 2 days. Belinda and I watched it.
What'd you think?
I liked it a lot. It's my kind of show. Like, it's just like...
Creepy
dude. Like thriller, mystery.
Yeah.
You're spending the whole time trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
And then they give you like little nuggets on your way through. It's a good show. And it's short. It's like they're 30-minute episodes.
Yeah.
There's like 8. I think.
Yeah, what's crazy, invite so many questions at the end of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, because clearly, like, he just moved on or whatever, but it's like, everyone's like, what the hell? But they all got what they wanted. And it's kind of weird, I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah.
We can talk about it after.
Sure, yeah. Let's see here. What else do we have? It's only 6 p.m. a.m., I mean.
6 g.m.
Ooh,
I did my taxes.
Yeah, get a refund?
Yep. It's probably the biggest refund I've gotten.
Wow, $2, huh?
Mm-hmm. $2.50 actually.
God damn. Yeah. What did you use a service, or do you do it by hand, or did Belinda do it?
I use TurboTax.
You're a turbo guy, huh?
Yep.
I'm a
do you do it by
tax
hand?
slayer now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like $80, so I said, why the hell not?
So Belinda's an accountant. She has a guy that she works with that like fills out a paper form and mails it in.
Yeah, no, you know what's crazy? So here's something funny. I did a tax internship before I decided I didn't want to do public accounting. But there was a dude at that firm, or a client, I should say, who super complex return, like over 200 pages. He would go in at like, the client would come in after the return was done, have the 200-page return, and he would sit in the partner's office and fill it out by hand because he didn't want his wife to see how much he made.
That's hilarious.
I was like, holy crap, that's talks about toxicity, right?
I work with a guy that lives in Canada, but gets, like, obviously we're an American company. He gets paid in U.S. dollars. And he was telling me one time, he's like, yeah, I told my wife how much I make, but I didn't tell her that it was in U.S. dollars.
Classic. People are weird about that.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad you got a return.
Yep. Thank you.
Or you filed.
Yep.
You have to file even if you don't make any money. You know that, right?
Is that true?
That's true.
So, I see a lot of really bad tax takes on the internet.
Tax takes? What does that mean? Like take one?
No, like people talking about how they avoid paying taxes in really stupid ways.
Oh, like
I should save some and bring them up to you.
What do they say?
Like, I've seen people that are like, I haven't filed taxes in 5 years and nobody's come after me yet. I'm like, they're gonna. You can't just not file taxes and exist in the U.S. They're gonna find you.
Yep. Even that's the thing. Like, my grandma was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna file my taxes," and it was like, "No, you still have to file, even if you don't make any money, to prove that you're alive. Like, they don't know if you're alive, kind of thing." And then you have to do a death tax return when you die. I mean, you don't do it because you're dead, but you know. But yeah, no, it's very. If I were to go into public accounting, I'd probably go into tax, but like a very specific kind of tax. I think trusts and estates are really interesting. Super, super interesting. But
so is that well? I always thought public accounting was like specifically public companies.
Certified public accountant, CPA. Yeah, so they audit, and like they usually are the people who do audits and all that stuff, but they're also tax people. So that also do corporations and stuff. So they're finding.
But like the big four, I guess, also do personal stuff for like high net worth people, right?
Yeah. Or commoners, but it's like, why would you pay? I'm guessing $450 for a commoner like me.
Yeah.
When I can pay $80 for tax slayer.
Yeah.
To do it, it's like, it's not super. I don't have a complex life right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that.
I also, I will not name this person, but I know someone that said I think they listened to the podcast, so they might hear this. They said, I paid for the TurboTax audit protection. And I said, yeah, that just means they'll help if you get audited. It doesn't mean you can't get audited.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think they accept, maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I thought it sped up your return, like getting your money back or whatever if you have a refund. I don't know.
Yeah. I paid for the TurboTax audit protection too, just because my taxes are pretty complicated because of crypto stuff. But
so you report all your crypto assets then?
Yeah.
To them?
Yeah. There's a lot of crypto people that are like, don't do it. It's not like they don't know anything. I'm like, you realize you're using a public ledger that will exist for eternity, and like they might not have resources at the IRS now to like comb through all these transactions and take this like public address and say, okay, this public address is this person, but that can all be automated, and they're gonna find you eventually. Like if you live in the U.S. and you own crypto, and you're not filing taxes on your crypto, they're gonna come after you because it's all public.
But transactions though, right? If you're holding diamond hands,
stupid thing with crypto, because you're not spending U.S. dollars. Every transaction is a taxable event. So yeah.
But
because so like it's the way it's taxed is like, if I have 10 Ether, I buy it when Ether was $100 each, right? And then I send my 10 Ether to, or like if you spend your 10 Ether to buy an NFT, but when you spend the 10 Ether, that was when Ether was $1,000, you owe taxes on the gains from $100 to $1,000 per Ether. Does that make sense?
Because you essentially liquidated it to buy something.
Correct.
Okay.
That's how it's taxed, which it's stupid, but that's how it's done.
But is that, I mean, to the point of the person who said, or the people that say, oh, whatever, there's no way they can track it right now, so.
No. And I think what do they call it? Where they can only come after you for 7 years in the past. I'm pretty sure that's the number.
Yeah, you're right. Unless
statute
it's fraud.
But yeah.
I think fraud, you can go back infinitely.
Yeah. Well, and it's probably considered fraud if you check the box on TurboTax that says, I did not use, it's like sell, trade, buy, acquire, hold cryptocurrency this year. Check.
But if you just buy crypto, that's not a taxable event, is it?
No.
Right. Okay.
No, I was being hyperbolic.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
But yeah, there you go. There's some not tax advice for everybody.
Heaven, yeah.
That's one thing they got to figure out, crypto taxes, is like there's not clear rules about it. Like it's just treated like as a separate entity. Like,
yeah,
I don't really have faith that the U.S. is gonna make sensible crypto regulation.
Well, here's my whole thing with that. I feel like on the tax returns, they're gathering information to see how many people are out there that are like who have it, right?
Yeah.
Even in like I don't want to say the smart people, but people who don't do it are just they're missing that data point. But the people who say, yes, I own crypto, they're probably like, okay, good to know. Once we get some kind of reporting way or whatever, we'll look into this dude or this dudette or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the way I understand it, is they have no way of knowing.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right.
Unless they do like an actual deep dive into the public ledger, like you said.
Right.
But they don't have the resources nor the time.
It's hard enough for me to do my crypto taxes when I know what all my transactions are. Like, I can't imagine looking at someone else's transactions and trying to sort it out.
Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah.
Cool. Trying to think.
Oh no. I started the buzz. I touched the thing with my foot. It's good. Nobody else can hear that but us, but it was loud.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Got anything else?
I don't really think so. I bought the tile for my bathroom.
Oh, yeah?
Dubai blue.
Did you notice when you walked in today that I guess you saw we took the railing off.
I thought that was a cool shelf, so yeah, I didn't see what you were doing.
No, we're all the trim around in the living room and the stairs and stuff were sanding down to stain it the same color as the floors. The floors
Poop stain.
we got done last year or whatever.
Righteous. All right.
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything else, I don't reckon. I'm flying to Billings on Wednesday night, so that'll be fun.
What are you doing there? Going to visit family?
Grandparents, yeah, family.
Nice.
They're in Sheridan, Wyoming. So
yeah, you go out there like once a year, don't you?
I do. I think I've been doing that for the last 5-6 years.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah. Grandpa's like 97, 98. Grandma's 96, I think. 97.
Dang.
Yeah. Longevity.
Yeah, my grandpa's I think 96. I've said that like a few times, but no one's corrected me, so
As long as you're not saying it every year.
yeah. I might have, honestly.
Grandpa's 96 again.
Well, his birthday's in April, so I'll have to switch to 97.
I was going to ask or say something. But I do know.
Did you watch the newest episode of The Last of Us? Episode 8?
No, I have to watch that tonight, maybe. Is it good?
It's a good one.
It's a great one or a good one?
I'd say great. I really liked it.
Top 2?
Top
1.
Top 2 is tough because obviously top 1 is number 3. It might be my second favorite of the season.
Whoa, gasp.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
And there's one episode left by the time this comes out. Episode 9 will be out.
oh, it's only 9?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was going to be 10.
Yeah. This episode, I was like, this last one, episode 8, I was waiting. I looked up, like, the scene ended. I looked at my watch. I'm like, this can't be the end of the episode. I don't want it to be over. Like, it was a good ending. It was a good place to stop. But I was like, I want it to keep going. And then I yelled at the TV. I said,
really?
No!
That seems unlike you.
It's true. It happened.
Interesting.
The little credits came up, and I just couldn't have it.
Interesting.
Great show. Not to be a broken record, but...
I pulled my groin last week.
Really?
Yeah. I was doing my reverse lunges, and it just, like... my groin, I felt it like shift.
Yeah.
Like, I like pulled and it shifted. I'm like, oh, and I just, like, fell right to my fucking knee. And I was like... I stood up like an idiot, and I was like, I was like, I had whatever, Jello legs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both because I pulled it and my legs were dead.
I thought I gave myself a hernia doing legs, I don't know, last week or something. But it's just like, you know, when you have like string on your shorts to cinch the waist.
Yeah,
you know, it's got that little like plastic bit on the end of the string.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the shoelace.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
It was like pushing into my like side or my stomach. I thought it was a hernia, but I was like, because it didn't happen until I started doing my little workout. Nice. I was on that one machine where you like lay down and you have your legs up in the air and you bend. I can't do it with my arm, but like you're like
laying down,
bend your leg like this to like pull the machine up. It's like hamstring curl or something. I don't remember what it's called.
You're laying down. Okay. Yeah.
You're laying on your stomach.
Yeah. Hamstring curl, leg curl, or whatever.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Thought I gave myself a hernia, so I stopped and I like stood up. I was like, I'm good.
Nice. Yeah. Trying to think. Yeah. So that's new with my.
You're still on your thigh journey.
I am. They're actually pretty.
You might need new jeans.
Yeah, these are kind of skinny jeans. Right. But yeah, no. I'd rather I'd have a pulled muscle any day of the week than a freaking hernia.
Yeah.
That'll put you down for a while.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and my barber pissed me off, so I shaved my face, and then now this is what it looks like now. So.
Yeah, you had that last time.
Did I really?
Yeah. It was like I think maybe like 2 days after you shaved it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well.
It hasn't been that long because we're recording so early.
That's true.
And last time I think we recorded late, so it's been like a week.
It's been like 12 weeks. Yeah. Cool. I got nothing other than see Operation Fortune. That was a great movie.
Cool. I'll put it on my list.
Do it.
Where is it? Where can I watch it?
Go AMC.
I don't know if I have it.
Theaters.
Oh, you got to go to the theater.
Yeah, it just came out on Friday. I strongly encourage you go in blind, like you did, like you always do. But
that's my thing. You're right. But I don't know. I'm kind of anti-theater now.
Why?
I just gotta wait for it to come out. Cause like, people are annoying. The last movie I went to with my brother, there's like some teenagers. It was the middle of the day. Like, why are there teenagers here? And we went on a Friday because I don't work on most Fridays, and it's like 2:00, maybe 1:00. I don't remember. And there's like teenagers there being loud. They literally sat right behind us, basically empty theater. I had to turn around. I was the old lady. I was like, "Can you please stop talking?"
No, so at this movie, during all the trailers, there was a very loud, obnoxious woman who was like commenting and like shouting and laughing really loud during the trailers.
Yeah.
And I was with my buddy Sam, and I just said, I swear to God, if that happens in 5 minutes into the movie, I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna stand up and say, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
Like I seriously have zero tolerance for that shit now. Thankfully they shut up before the movie. But I was like, sorry, like shit filter's full. I'm paying now for like freaking $16 a pop for a damn ticket now.
Yeah.
I remember the days when it was $9.
Yeah.
So I have like I don't care if you don't care, but I'm gonna say something. And if they keep being obnoxious, I'll throw a fit to the freaking management and just say, either throw those fuckers out or give me my money back and a free ticket.
They would.
I know they would. I'd be like, no, just fix the problem and kick them out.
Yeah. Yeah, that same exact thing happened. It was when my brother and I went to see Avatar. My brother was getting real squirmy during the previews when they just were still like talking like full volume voice, and I'm just gonna let them have it during the previews. Who cares?
Yep.
And then the movie started. They kind of shut up for like 5 minutes, and then the one girl started talking again, and I was like, "This ain't it." So I was very nice about it. I said, "Can you please stop talking?" And she said, "Sorry." I think she was very embarrassed, and she did. She stopped talking the rest of the 3.5 hour movie or whatever it is.
Oh my gosh! You know what you should have done? You should have been super polite about it. You should have been like, "Turn around. Excuse me, can you shut the fuck up? Thank you." And see if they're just like, "Oh, am I mad or insulted or am I embarrassed?"
Yeah. No, I was nice about it.
Good.
I gotta be careful. I keep hearing myself like touching the microphone. It's like very annoying noise.
Am I doing that?
No, I haven't really heard you doing it, but like I used to when the old way I edited the audio, I could kind of filter that out, but like now I think it's in there for good. Okay.
Shotgun houses.
All right.
Both barrels. All right. Well, that's all I got.
Let's call it.
Time of death 6/18.
couchbeerspodcast@gmail.com.
Couch Beers Republic.
Tell us what we did wrong.
Tell us what we did correct.
Or you can do that, but I feel like people like correcting people more than they like saying they did.
I want constructive criticism.
Right. That's right. Yeah, couchbeerspodcast@gmail.com. Couchbeerspod on Instagram.
Who says?
Bye.